So while I am reviewing the Sapphire Radeon Pulse RX 5500 XT video card, I'm doing all this benchmarking and stuff, but benchmarking is not gaming. In this video, I show you a bunch of different games, which I'll talk to you about in the video, and I show you how well they perform. Hold on. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and click on the little bell notification. That way you guys know when I come out with videos just like this. Right, so we're going to go ahead and run some of your favorite games like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, Metro Exodus, Shadows of the Tomb Raider, Assassins Creed Odyssey, The Division 2, and Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Sapphire Pulse Radeon RX 5500 XT. And then here you can see my system so that heat generates and all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put the side panel back on. But if you guys are interested in what's inside of my computer, go ahead and click on in the description and in the pinned comment. That way you guys can see everything. I'll go ahead and link that there. So I'm going to go ahead also open up Streamlabs OBS. We're going to go ahead and click record. Okay, and then let's go ahead with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Okay, so I've played this prior to launching OBS. OBS is going to take a little bit away, but I'm playing all the games at 1920 by 1080 at their medium resolutions. Some of them are going to play better than others, but I'm showing you guys medium because, you know, that's where the sweet spot for all of these games is at medium. You'll notice some go much higher and some are perfect at medium. So in the full review, you guys will see all my benchmarking and everything, but I wanted to show you guys in game what it looks like. So before we start, as I mentioned, 1920 by 1080. Let's get out of here, and under graphics, we're at medium or at the medium preset. Some things go medium, some things go high, but medium is where we're at. And I put my system specs in the description and pinned comment below. That way you guys can compare and contrast with your own system. That'll help a ton. All right. The bike. So you notice we're in the 70s right now, so which means we can go a little bit higher than medium, and she's playing nice. That's where they are.
I got a narco over here, over at the dump. Down, you're giving yourself away. Poke the hornet's nest. Take cover!
Oh, that's all right. I didn't want to show you the performance on that. So you can see she plays great. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game, Metro Exodus, which this game actually surprised me on the performance. Oh, actually, I'll show you that in the settings in 1 second.
Since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio, who could still believe we are not alone on this earth? My wife, my comrades from the Order, my friends, people from...
Alright, so 1920 by 1080, medium, motion blur high. I thought I set that to medium, but that's okay. DX12, and then everything here. This was originally set to 16, but I dropped it down to 4. The graphics in this game are beautiful. Bastard. And no matter how many times I play it, it always gets me a little bit. There's going to be a very long FMV here. I'm going to go ahead and skip over it. Until we get back into some gameplay.
Hold on, we're coming! Keep us covered! Hold on! We'll get you out! Whoa! It's Artyom! Artyom? Artyom! What the hell? He's hurt! Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
Don't need any extra radiation, though.
Alright, so
Father will kill me if
back
he
in the
finds out
game.
I went off with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone.
And unfortunately, it's just such a long FMV.
To all these ruins?
This time I'm gonna try to save the, I forgot which way to go. Save the file,
See all
the save file.
And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in
You're able to see the frames per second, the frame rate. It's playing beautifully. We're about to get into
Maybe you should
a little bit of a scuffle.
We'll move to Polis. There's just no way anything can live up here but monsters.
Whoa, I didn't see you.
Are you alright?
Alright, in that kind of scuffle, we got into about 57 frames per second. Now we're going to go out in the open. We're going to see a ton of these guys running around. Might end up dropping again to like 50 something.
Stop. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae? Or do we
50.
let it pass? Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit this one for now. You can see that one dropped as low as I think it was 50 frames per second, but we all know Metro to murder systems. Alright, so let's check out Shadows of the Tomb Raider, or Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, I'm stuck in the jungle on this one. I just haven't played it a whole lot to get out of the jungle. It'll still give you an idea of not only how it plays, but how it looks like, again, at medium. So coming in, we saw it at 53, but quickly jumped up to the 70s. Now we are recording with OBS, so expect that to take a little tiny hit on performance. The OBS is one of the ones that doesn't take out too much.
Jonah!
Streamlabs OBS, by the
Anyone
way.
hear me? Hello? Anyone?
I forgot where that thing was.
Where are they? I have to find them.
Sucks forgetting where everything is here.
The Silver Crown Mountain. I'm getting closer. Someone's over there. I have to get to them. Howlers.
Howlers. So she is playing beautifully. I don't think she's dropped below 60 frames per second.
A fire. Someone must be around. Hello? Jonah? Miguel? Can you hear me? Where are you? I didn't know the storm would hit so hard. This is all my fault. I should have listened to Jonah, thought it through. I never should have taken that dagger. I hope no one else was hurt.
Doesn't really matter.
Or the village destroyed. Part of the plane landed here. My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it down. Might be a sharp piece of scrap in that section of the wreck.
Ah.
I'll need a tool to open that.
Well, anyway, just to show you how Shadow the Tomb Raider played, I am sure you can agree with me, 1000% playable. We all want more, but hey, this is a budget card. All right, now let's check out Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Again, this is a budget card, and for what it is, it's actually playing amazing. 1920 by 1080, the resolution that most of you guys play on. I like myself 2K, but 1920 by 1080 isn't bad either. Now for Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a bit of a trick, and I'll show you what it is. Don't freak out, that was a cutscene. I'll leave that for next time. So you can see she was in the 60s most of the time. The FMV comes down to about 30, 31 frames per second, but it's FMV, it's for consoles. All right, now for the Division 2, we're typically in the upper 50s, like you see now, 58. And that isn't anything one simple setting, disabling or lowering, won't fix.
You don't have to keep beating him. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I want to make sure whoever finds his body knows better than fuck with us. That's what time now. It's gone.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Of course, I should have reloaded.
I've got eyes on a division agent heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Come on, bastard. Where'd he coming from? They keep multiplying. That means I gotta move ahead. I'm almost dead anyway. He's a good guy. Oh, anyway, let's get out of here. We already see how well that plays. Again, it's not the magical 60, but 58, that's pretty close. So now for Red Dead Redemption, everything was working fine until I installed that one. I benchmarked it, it all came out great, and I'll actually post up on the screen the frames per second. It got 69.903 frames per second. Incredibly playable, again, at medium. Now the problem here is if you have Riva TNT Tuner or MSI Afterburner even installed, you got to remove them, and then there's another thing you need to do. If not, it's going to crash. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Mind you, MSI Afterburner and the Riva TNT Tuner, great pieces of software to use, but they don't let the game work. Now, it'll work in safe mode. That's what made me kind of track it down a little bit more. No, I don't want to remove now. Okay. So now the other thing you need to do is come over here into Documents, then go into Rockstar Games, Red Dead Redemption. I've already deleted it. There was another file here. I forgot what it was called. So now we can start Red Dead Redemption. Problem is you're not going to see frame rate counter, and you're not going to see the temperature that I had on the top left-hand corner. But at least, you know, you saw the benchmark, 69.909 frames per second, sorry. All right, so now it's loading. So that way you know that I actually did get 69.909 frames per second. So it's playing anywhere between, let's say, 55 frames per second and 69, maybe even gets a little bit higher. Actually, I'm sorry, it's playing between 29.89 and 94 with an average of 69.9. Read that totally wrong. Sorry, guys. But 69, as you can see, is the magic number. So without deleting that folder, the settings folder, I think it was, the game would keep crashing. So here, like anisotropic filtering, I believe was slightly higher than 4, and I dropped it down to 4. Things that are slightly lower than medium, I'm raising to medium. FXAA and MSAA I leave disabled or off because of Grand Theft Auto. You get the best results when you do that. For advanced graphics, I left as default. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these changes. Now you see magically it's going to crash again, but it shouldn't. I've done this already before. All right, so again, we are between 29 and 94 frames per second, on average 69. Now, I just got this game yesterday, so aside from the online play that I'll go ahead and link up above, I haven't really played the solo. Well, I played a little bit of the storyline, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do free roam. I did the intro so that I could play online, and this game is amazing. With everybody saying that this game killed PCs, I was really worried when I got it. I'm like, man, is it going to run on this card? And amazingly, it runs beautifully. Sapphire did an amazing job with this card, and of course AMD behind them. Alright, so this is the character I made. And I'm sorry again guys, I can't show you frames per second. But I'm sure you can see it's well above 60. It's running great. Now, I was playing on my other computer. I got the results here, but I was playing on the other computer that is actually a lower end computer. I was playing on the Viatech GN35DR that, you know, you're able to enable FreeSync and also up to 144 hertz. And man, it's beautiful. So the game is great. And unfortunately at this point I'm just running. Kind of looks like VSync is, well, looks like VSync is off actually. So let's go ahead, turn it on, see if we get any issues in gameplay. That's why we're getting all that screen tearing. Now, performance might drop, but we'll see. My performance still looks great. No screen tearing there. Beautiful. Whoa. Hey, James. Just, I don't know if you can hear me, but, well, you probably can't. I'm doing some recording, so that's my buddy from Dragon Blogger, James Braga. He knows I'm doing some streaming right now, and actually maybe I should follow him. He's been playing for a little bit longer than I have. I don't know where he's going. Oh, my stamina has increased. You know what? Let's go kill one of these guys. Ah. But you can see the game is running beautifully. The graphics, even though they're 1920 by 1080 at medium, they're still beautiful. And since this is really the first day I've been playing, I don't know a whole lot about it yet. But I'll probably end up playing tomorrow after work if I don't do a lot more reviewing, which I know I will have to. And, well, I have a horse, but actually, let's go ahead and... Hey, come on. Bastard. Yeah. God. Come on, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Woohoo! I cannot saddle or bond. Why not? But this, if anything, gives you faster than running, better idea on the performance you can expect on this at medium. And since we did hit 69, you may be able to turn a few things on. I probably wouldn't. Okay. Oh, that's not James. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Again, this is Iggy. doing some gameplay on the Sapphire Radeon Pulse RX 5500 XT. Again, showing you guys what you can expect. Honestly, I wasn't expecting all that. It blew my mind how, especially installing Red Dead Redemption 2, just how well that it played. It's probably not a good idea to be just standing around. Might get sniped by some other player, but anyway, I'm sure you guys agree with me. This performs amazingly well, but I'd love to hear your feedback. Please do comment down below. As always, do click like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. That way I keep bringing you content just like this, and you know, a lot more tech reviews. Anyway, Iggy with ThisBytesForYou out. See you guys.